felt in the order, and this again was maybe more in Chicago, but probably in England as well, that I remember either Frank Hilliard or Joe Matthews asked what we thought the order would have contributed to history, and one of the answers, I think it might have been mine, was the ability or practice of celebrations, having celebrations. And maybe that might have been related. There was a moment that we were experimenting with the habit and fasting. And I think after that fast, we had a very big celebration of a feast. I remember when it nearly drove me around the bend to be fasting, and the fasting wasn't so hard, but sewing the habit. I'm not a very good seamstress, and it didn't work out very well there. Big impact.
Can you tell the world and posterity what the Anne Avery question was?
I thought of that in a minute. Sure. It's very simple, and I was being used. I was Anne Harrison then. The Anne Harrison question.
Anne Harrison.
This was before Desmond got there. It was when this group there in Chicago was talking about, being in order, and what is an order and everything. And this was in room A, big collegium, and so I was just getting fed up with all this abstract discussion, about whether we were in order or not. And I said, well, what is an order? What is a religious order? It's a querulous question. And so Joe pounced on this and said, yes. So everybody in the collegium room was to write a letter to Anne Harrison. Dear Anne, a religious order is so-and-so. So that became the Anne Harrison question. Do we know?
So did you really
Did we get the answer?
Did you really get some letters?
No, I think they were probably taken up or something. I don't know. I might have, but all it was done right
probably
then.
in the
An
archives.
exercise. Well, it could be. That would be interesting to see. I remember myself kind of working on the answer to that, and I thought it had to do with daily worship together and the collegium, the collegium dynamic, and I don't remember what else, but those two things seem to be fundamental to being in order. And I never had trouble myself with calling it an order. I mean, some people say, the so-called order, et cetera, but it seems okay to me.